something kind of cool. Something that might make me change over to like an official Java development environment, or JDE. So that when you're watching these on the YouTubes, we can actually run stuff and see the output. But anyway, we're going to be importing. So we're going to write import space for those on the podcast, java.util. When I say dot, those are periods. Dot scanner with a capital S. And again, you can go over to my YouTube channel, Evan Gonshore, and see this there. And we already kind of have our framework in place. So public space, class space. Then you would name whatever you want the class to be named. Curly bracket, public space, static space, void space, main, open parenthesis, string with a capital S, square bracket to close it up, space, args, ARGS, close it up with a parenthesis, and then a squiggly bracket. And so what we're going to have to do is, we don't want any constants in this case, because this is going to get a little fun. So we're just going to call this, I've got something stuck in my throat, string, user input. And then we're going to create a new scanner object. It's just kind of so what I typed there was within the public static void main brackets, string with a capital S, space, and then you can call it whatever you want. I just kind of gave it the name user input, all one word, and then a semicolon, and then hit enter. We're going to create a new instance of scanner, which again, you can call whatever you want. But traditionally, you just do capital S scanner, space. I'm just going to call it scan, space, equals. And then you want to make a new, so you type the word new after the equal sign, space, scanner. When I'm saying space, that's just putting a space on the space bar, and then parenthesis. Then we want system with a capital S dot in. So that's scanner, it's equal sign, space, new, space, scanner with a capital S, open parenthesis, system with a capital S, dot, as in a period, and then in, in. Then we'll close the parenthesis, we'll put our semicolon to end the line, go on to a new line. We'll delete some of this other stuff that we had in here. We got system.out.println, which again we went over in previous videos, but we're just going to print out a little message just as a prompt. So we'll say type something, all within quotation marks within the parentheses in the system.out.println command. And then we end that line with a semicolon. And so, user input is, actually we can just call, we can call it whatever we want, but scanner, we'll call it scanny, but I just went back a little bit, but anyway. Going down below the system.out.println, and then having the type something in quotations in the parentheses, and then semicolon, and then we're down on that new line. So remember, we called or declared our string to be named user input. So we're going to say user input equals scanny, which was what we called our scanner object, dot next line, which essentially just picks up what the user types in, and then so next line, next is lowercase, line is the L is capitalized, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and then semicolon. So that's scanny dot next line. And then we're going to system dot out. This is on a new line after the semicolon, dot print ln, or you can just do a system dot out dot prints. This will be the last line. We'll say you typed in quotation marks. Put a colon just to make it look pretty. And then in order for it to print this properly, we're going to do a little notation here. So we're going to do, I think this is a /, but you can look it up on the YouTube channel again, quotation plus the user input, so again, we're going back to our concatenation lesson here. So you can go back and watch or listen to that. So quotation plus user input, what the user input plus quotation, / I'm pretty sure, and then quotation, parenthesis, close it, semicolon, then that'll be the end there. And so what we'd get out of this is, it would say, and again, this is where it could be helpful for me to start doing this in like a Java development environment. But the code would say type something, and then here I would actually have to type something. So it would say, hi, how are you? And just to be somewhat amusing, we're going to have it print out you typed. And the reason we have that formatting is so it'll put the quotes around it here. So it'll say you typed, even though we didn't put quotes around it, we told it to put quotes. So it'll say, hi, how, since I spelled it wrong, it'll output it with the wrong spelling. It'll say, hi, how are you, in quotation marks. And that's about it for today's lesson on Scanner, the Scanner object, which is kind of a neat, fun thing where you can start making more interactive programs, maybe some kind of text games. If you add some code in there to help navigate, you can make like a text-based game. But that's about it. Let me know your thoughts, leave some feedback, and hopefully we will see you or hear you, or you'll hear me soon.